Welcome to your Around the Peninsula. I'm Specialist Tyler Farris. U.S. and ROK military officials, along with Korean War veterans, gathered at sea off the South Korean island of Walmido to commemorate the 62nd anniversary of Operation Chromite. I was on board for the reenactment. The ROK Navy ship Dokdo hosted a ceremony remembering a major turning point of the Korean War, the Incheon landing operation.
It was a most historical military decision that I can think of in our history, since we were able to cut off the North Koreans, their supplies, and relieve the pressure on Busan. And I guess since Korea has done so well economically and as a nation since then, our investment was great.
General MacArthur made the decision to land at Incheon with only 8 hours to get the ships into position, leading the way for the combined forces to retake Seoul. Mr. Caldera says the reenactment keeps people aware that the Korean War hasn't ended and is a reminder of the past as well as a deterrent to any future aggression.
And I think this was extraordinary to have an idea of really our modern Navy Marine Corps. The ships and the troops doing their thing in what could be a modern invasion.
The reenactment showcased South Korean land, sea, and air forces. Specialist Tyler Farris on board the ROK ship Dokdo, Korea. 77 American Korean War veterans attended the ceremony. Signal soldiers mopped up and took to the CS chamber in Area 4. Army Sergeant Matt Waymire heads to Camp Carroll to see more.
The 36th Signal Battalion held a chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear, or CBRN, circuit training at Camp Carroll.
As CBRN soldiers, it's our job to protect and train the United States Army, so we want to make sure that our soldiers are trained at all times because you never know when they might need the training.
Soldiers used newly fielded CBRN gear like the Reactive Skin Decontamination Lotion, or RSDL, as opposed to the older M291 skin decontamination kits.
We brought all the CBRN soldiers together to do the round-robin training for the actual warrior task and battle drills. They're actually teaching all the items that are in the ice packs that the soldiers are getting issued at CIF.
Gas, gas, gas.
The training saw soldiers in full protective gear.
The mop gear, even though it was the most tiresome, it was also the most fulfilling because you learn the most about actually doing it. And of course, the CS chamber is also a lot of fun.
Private Werner had a unique opinion about the CS chamber.
There are not enough people dancing when they come out of the CBRN range. It's really disappointing. That's my only real comment about this. Everyone's coughing and choking. Have fun with it.
36th Signal Battalion trains their soldiers on CBRN quarterly. Army Sergeant Matt Waymire, Camp Carroll, Korea.
The soldiers learned how to use a pump and water blivet system to decontaminate vehicles. Swimming, biking, and running are 3 great ways to stay fit. Army Sergeant Garver tells us about a team coming together to compete in an event that includes all 3 at Camp Casey.
Teams from all over South Korea came to Camp Casey to compete in the Army and Korea Team Triathlon. For one competitor, he has only one word to describe the outcome he's hoping for his team.
Winning.
For the team of Richardson, Singh, and Osan, winning is something they're used to.
We're just trying to keep the title. We took first place last time, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult today. But yeah, we want to take first place again, be the reigning champs.
Come on, Todd, pick it up.
When Osan finished the 500-meter swim, their team was behind by just a few seconds. Singh knew he could catch up with the right outlook.
Just that attitude that you're not going to lose. Not really arrogance, just but confident.
With a slight lead after the 30-kilometer bike ride, Richardson knew he had to push himself to keep the lead during the 10-kilometer run.
The hardest part was just being strong about it and being able to overcome, challenges of running further distances. It's just, it's all mental.
With the results in, I'm sure you can guess who won.
Lieutenant Olson, Star First Class Singh, PSC Richardson at a 172.
Army Sergeant Garver, Camp Casey, Korea.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the event. Thank you for participating.
The winning team of Richardson, Singh, and Osan finished the race with a time of 1 hour, 43 minutes, and 38 seconds. A Day for Children is celebrated around the world. Army Sergeant Jonathan Norris saw how Child, Youth, and School Services, or CYSS, took part in the festivities.
Again, bicycle registration.
Service members and families came out to the Child Development Center to have fun with their children at the CYSS Day for Kids Community Celebration. The event was supported by volunteers from all over Yongsung to ensure the kids had a good time. CYSS Director Miss Melody Francis stressed that this kind of event is crucial, especially for military kids.
Well, especially in the military community, when they get picked up and moved, we want them to know that they have a value, and their value is who we celebrate. And so we celebrate the children because in the future, they are our future. So that's why we celebrate them.
The Fire Department, the SKIES program, and the Hired program were just some of many organizations out at the event. Parents and kids were satisfied by all the activities that CYSS prepared.
Oh, I think it's awesome. It's great. They got here early and the kids are having a blast. Everything's, the kids are having a lot of time with the face painting and the mascot and stuff. It's awesome.
Over 1,000 people crowded the event to celebrate Day for Kids. Army Sergeant Jonathan Norris, Yongsung, Korea.
A Day for Kids is celebrated by the CYSS annually. On a late afternoon or a weekend when most airmen at Osan Air Base are enjoying their time off, a few airmen are still on the clock. Airman First Class Nancy Kasberg tells us how Osan's quick reaction team works night and day to keep us out of harm's way.
A small section of the Security Forces Squadron takes the initiative and trains a little bit harder to ensure our safety around the clock.
Ready? Being on the QRT team, yes, I do come in. Sometimes on my off days, we train twice a week, 2-3 hours training day sometimes, and then we have our 12-hour training days once every quarter.
Is that guy confirmed down there?
Osan's quick reaction team trains on a variety of high-risk situations.
Our scenario, we had a hostage situation, and we had approximately 1 hostage, and so we got our teams together and we went in and took care of the threat and make sure the hostage got out okay.
Even though it's a mock scenario and the weapons only shoot blanks,
so if you get shot at, just go down. We're here to learn.
How copy?
It still gets the adrenaline pumping.
I do still get the adrenaline rush every time I'm about to go in a room and I'm in the stack. We kick in the door and we go in, and I've learned to use the adrenaline to my advantage to do what I have to do and take care of the threat and save the hostage or whatever the scenario is.
Airmen at Osan Air Base can be at ease knowing that these defenders are
ready to fight tonight.
Airman First Class Nancy Kasberg, Osan Air Base, Korea.
16 QRT airmen received their brassard after completing the training. ROC and U.S. Command Sergeants Major celebrated another successful training exercise with good food and entertainment. Airman Kristiana Scott reports.
As the annual Ulchi Freedom Guardian exercise came to a close, the ROC and U.S. Command Sergeants Major took time out to celebrate the partnership's continuing growth.
This gives us an opportunity to relax and reflect upon what we've done to strengthen the alliance during this past exercise. And it's just a good opportunity to bring our spouses into what we do and let them meet and interact with each other.
Couples participated in a series of games which demonstrated that in any partnership, good communication is the key to success.
I think this event can be a good opportunity for ROC Command Sergeants Major to understand the duty and role that the U.S. Command Sergeants Major are pursuing. And I think this will truly enable us to go together.
Long live the alliance. I mean, this is probably the strongest alliance in the world between the Republic of Korea and the United States of America. Our governments have pledged to mutually support one another, and it just gets stronger and stronger.
Anytime you depart, you must depart in style.
Gangnam Style.
Senior Airman Kristiana Scott, Yongsang, Korea.
Both ROC and U.S. Command Sergeants Major look forward to working together in the future. That was your Around the Peninsula for Thursday, September 20th. From all of us at AFN, enjoy your evening.